welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm one of your hosts, Brian, joined with your other host,
Karen.
I don't know what this episode's about. Karen said she had a question for me, and we're just going to start the timer, I guess, and see where this goes.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and start the timer now.
I've been thinking about this a lot, so I'd want to know your thoughts on it.
Okay.
So, and I know we've talked about it randomly as tangents on episodes, but now a more in-depth question, I guess. Since starting this in July of 2022, that's when we started trying to record podcasts. What are your thoughts on seeing bands now, either bands that we've already seen or bands that we've never seen before?
So I don't think this podcast itself has impacted my opinion about it, honestly. I think it's the fact that we go to so many shows, and I think we would go to those number of shows even without this podcast. Maybe not. Maybe there's some we would probably say, we have a lot going on that week, let's not. But at the same time, I really like the weeks where we have like 3 shows going on at once.
As long as we're not busy every other night or something. You know, as long as we have a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah.
But
the thing I don't necessarily like about the podcast is just like it takes time to record, then time to edit, and it's so easy to get far behind. And we're like, the vlogs I think are a good example of that. We've posted like 3.
Yeah.
And we started
recording last April.
Right, and we have like 12 recorded and ready to like just edit and get posted.
Yeah.
But it takes so long to do that, right? That aspect of this I like, but also hate. I hate the editing aspect, but I also really enjoy it. Like we picked up that skill just randomly.
Oh, we're not good at it, but
no.
We picked it up.
But in terms of like the music again, I still think we would have gone to a lot of shows.
Yeah.
There may have been a handful last year in particular because I think we went to like 50 plus shows.
56, I think, or 54.
Some like the accounting there's weird. Somewhere in that range, 50 to 57-ish, somewhere in there. So there's probably a couple we would not have gone to.
Yeah.
But whatever. I still enjoy going to the music. I still enjoy going to the shows. My perspective and what I look for now going to shows has definitely changed quite a bit. Where I don't get as excited anymore about going to see a band. It takes a lot to get excited. Even when we went to see Metallica last year in Detroit, my favorite band, I wasn't like crazy excited like I typically am.
It was more like, we have this show that we're going to, so let's go do it.
And then after the first show, being like, oh, the floor actually kind of sucks for this particular show. I wish we didn't buy floor tickets for the next time we see them, but too fucking late now.
I've thought about that a lot where I'm like, oh, God, we have to see that show a few more times on the floor.
Excuse me. So, I don't know. What's your thought, I guess? Has yours changed?
Yeah. So I guess maybe I should have started. No, I like your answer. So one thing that I've noticed is, again, I'm not excited for shows either. It's more like, what do we have this week? What are we doing? Let's, go. There is Milwaukee Metal Fest I'm super excited for, and then the boat I'm really excited for. But those are 2 kind of more unique things that we're doing, more than just going to see normal shows, I guess.
Yeah, the boat for sure I'm excited for. That is something I'm excited for, but I'm excited for it because of every aspect of it, not just the music. The music's going to be awesome. I'm super excited to go see the shows, but it's also like, it's like 4 days of not having to worry about anything. Like I won't have internet service, so I don't have to worry about thinking of work because I can't do it. I'm not going to have access to it. Or to check Instagram or Reddit or anything like that because I just won't have access because we don't buy the internet package. So it's a great detox from like technology for sure. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to seeing all the people again. Just
the family
hanging out
aspect.
with them. It's just such an awesome experience all around. So I do enjoy that. Milwaukee Metal Fest I am excited for as well because it was so much fun last year. But like there's no bands on there where I'm like, oh my God, I want to see this folk. I know there's for you, but for me it's like
Sunday's gonna be awesome.
It's music, and we're gonna see Avatar again. Awesome. Or it's gonna be we're gonna see Slaughter Prevail. Cool. It'll be my first time seeing them. So whatever.
You don't listen to them every day, so
I do not listen to them every day. They're not my biggest band for sure.
Yeah, but so you brought up Avatar. That's another. Okay, so we've probably seen this. Will probably be the 10th or 11th time that we've seen Avatar
somewhere in there
in May, or for Milwaukee Metal Fest, which is in May, I guess. But so when they come around, are you still like, oh, we got to buy Avatar tickets?
I am. I love their show. I love their like the experience of going to their shows.
Yeah.
Their shows are so fucking awesome. So I guess I'm a little excited to go to the shows, but I get more excited for C2E2. Like that's my big excitement now every year is that Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
But a show is just a show, and we've seen Avatar several times. I don't know if it's double digits yet or not.
I think this might be.
But at the same time, like I do really enjoy their show, and I every time they come, I want to go to see their show if we can.
Yeah.
That's one of the bands that is a little different. Whereas like if they're announcing a show and they're in the Chicagoland area, it's like I really want to try to make that show.
Yeah.
There's other ones where if they're in the Chicagoland area, it's like I would like to go, but if I don't, I don't.
Yeah. So the other aspects I think is we've seen a lot more music than who we normally would have, because at first it started in 2022, I think, because it was like, oh, they announced let's buy the tickets. They announced let's buy the tickets. Oh, I've kind of heard of this band. Oh, that sounds metal, so let's buy those tickets. Where now, and it was more to get content so that we did have stuff to record. But now I think we just enjoy going as well.
And I mean, that was true definitely in 2023, right? Because we come as Romans, or we came as Romans, whatever. I can't ever say their name right. Knotfest had like a pre-sale. It's like, I've never heard of these guys, but it's on the Knotfest pre-sale. So clearly it's got to be metal of some sort. Let's go check this out. There's been a lot of shit we saw, especially last year, that I have not enjoyed, especially in the metalcore space.
Yeah.
I know you're a big fan of it. I'm not. It's not like, I don't like it. There's a few I like, but very, very few that I actually enjoy.
Yeah.
For the most part, I really don't like going to the metalcore shows. So when those do come up, that I'm sort of dreading, like, fuck, we're going to another one. But you enjoy it, so whatever. I'm going to go. We're going to support it because if you like it, I'm going to go support you. And we need the content, as you said. So it's like, all right, I'll go.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not going to enjoy this. And maybe, and that thought would be the same regardless if we're doing the podcast or not, right? Like, you would want to go to these shows, and I'd be there to support it. The only thing is like the content aspect. I mean, like, we need to get content out there. That's where it's like.
I think we're past that though. I think we're over. Sorry, we're at 666, and I didn't think we would talk this long, but I think we're past the whole we need content thing, because we're like, well, we'll figure something out. Like, we have plenty to think about or to record something on.
Yeah.
But also, I guess the other part that I wanted to bring up was at the show, I find myself more not that I don't enjoy it. It's I'm thinking more a lot more on like, does this sound good? Does it look good? Is the lighting okay? What's the crowd doing? Like, I'm more focused on that than just standing and enjoying the show.
Oh, see, I've always been that way personally. Like
you're always thinking about.
Well, I've always liked looking at the crowd sometimes more than the band. Like, I'm always like looking around the crowd. Like, if we're standing on the next to the pit, I love being right there.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah,
it's so much fun because my focus is on the crowd and like that organism that is the crowd. Lately though, when we stand back by like the sound stages, we were at Ailstorm recently, and like the sound,
watching
like,
go back and forth,
go back and forth with the lights was like, that was awesome. I got so much enjoyment out of watching the production aspect of it, and I'd like to have more experience or more knowledge of sort of the back end of how all these come together, because it is such a great big moving thing. But that's where now my focus is too, sort of, where it's not necessarily on the music itself. I go there for the music. It's awesome. But now it's sort of like, I want to know more about what's happening.
Yeah.
Again, though, I don't think it's the podcast. It's just the sheer number of shows. Eventually, you'll get to that point where it's like, all right, what else is there other than just the music? Because it's not just the music that's going on here from a live perspective.
100%, yeah. I guess maybe my mind started going that way because of needing to describe it on a podcast or we need to talk about something. So, or not that we need to talk about something, but it's like if we just showed up every week, which I know we've had a few episodes like this, but it's like this band played, they were good, sort of thing. So I think that's changed my aspect as well. But anyways, this was a really good conversation.
Yeah, it was fun.
Glad that we went into a little bit more. I think we've had this same conversation on multiple episodes.
We probably haven't, and just in tangents on ourselves too. So
yeah.
Oh, good time.
Cool.
All right, we'll see you out.
Bye.